Hey gang, we have a little time today after our first draft, so I'm going to jump in here to a premiere. I don't know how many games we're going to get in before I jump off the air, but we'll at least get a couple and see what kind of deck we end up with here. We just tried to have a party and it was pretty miserable. The party didn't quite get there. It was not a hoppin' party, but we're going to see what we can do with this next draft. If you want to party in your retail experience, go to cardkingdom.com via my affiliate links. You can find them in the panels down below, in the show notes, in my YouTube videos, and of course, somebody always throws up a link for me in chat because I've got awesome mods. And if you go there, you're going to find one of the premium retail Magic experiences available on the internet. They have an incredible inventory, they have great shipping, they have great customer service, they have the buy list that is the envy of the industry. If you want to sell cards, you're not going to find a place that sight unseen gives more money per card than Card Kingdom. So if you're ever looking to flip cards into cash, keep them in mind. And of course, if you hit them up via my affiliate link, your activity there for the next couple weeks supports my stream. So if you want to help keep me on the air, you can do that. And we're going to jump in. Thank you so much, Card Kingdom. Still getting free lands in this account. Getting to draft view here. Preparing for that. All right, we're ready to go. Quick shout out to my YouTube friends, skipping over my intro, that if you want to give me a like, helps me find new friends on YouTube as well. Work that algorithm with me, my YouTube friends. Skyclave Apparition, probably good enough to start on. I like the Black Bloom Rogue quite a bit as well. Thundering Spark Mage can be excellent. It suffered a little bit in our deck last time, but we could take that here and try to build towards it again. It's the only good red card here. It's quite a good start towards chopping red off from others. Blood Priest is good. I think Apparition is better in Legacy than it is in Draft on some levels, though. When this thing dies, they get the thing back, and it's... I mean, I'll take it, but this is not a bomb. This can be a blowout against you if you're not careful. Is it a Cleric, at least? I wish it were a Cleric. Thundering Rebuke is premium red removal. Kind of makes me wish I'd taken the red card. Right. They do get a thing back. They get a creature... I mean, I'm saying, like, if you, for example, if you used it on the acquisition expert, they would get a 2/2 back. I'm saying there are cases where the card they get back can be better. You with me on Rebuke, though? I think I'm on Rebuke. Binding is good, too, but hard not to take a Rebuke here. Relic Amulet is a fine pick after the Rebuke. It sends us farther away from Apparition. We could take something like Blood Priest. There's a lot of reasonable black has been going through here. But I think we take Amulet on spec. Yeah, this is best of one. Here, I'll update my info down here. That rare is a lie. Doesn't do anything we care about. This is a Cleric. That could be good. Gloom Hunter. If we end up Wizards, though, we could take a Trap. I really want to play to the Amulet. Cleric goes with the Apparition. Really, we have two decks building here. Yeah, it's either Chilling Trap playing to these two or Cleric playing to the Apparition. Math says the Cleric is too good. I suppose if we're destined for red-blue Wizards, we should wheel that. Yeah, we can take the Cleric as a hedge here. We're still trying to draft the hard way, figure out what's going on. But then this pulls me into Wizards. We haven't abandoned Rebuke. We could be, we might be red-white. Taking Falconer, though, here, though. Yeah, we're going to get started, Alucardio. Probably not finishing this one today. But we got some time. Let's get another one going. In best of one, oh, Scott. That is not even fair. Quite the wait here. Who are we drafting with? Limited experience. I can get behind limited puns. Probably a location. Skyclave is like where these people hang out. Well, hedge towards green-white here. Bug catcher. Fine there. Chilling trap. Flip disruption. I'd take a chilling trap over disruption at this point, given what I want to be doing with where these are at. But I actually think we take bug catcher. Bug catcher's excellent in most decks it's in. Even in the red-white wizard deck, it's a 3/2 attacker in the wizard deck, you know? Yeah, this is the most versatile, but I don't like it all that much. I just don't like it. I'm going to take the vision here, though. Colony going around. Relic Golem says there's a sweet rogue deck potentially for somebody. Oppo Mill. Ambusher is no bug catcher in terms of a red 2-drop warrior for the wizard deck. I'd rather just have a squid. I'm going to pull these for now. I hope to be red-blue wizard. This is something, though. This is our first pack on the wheel. Coming back with a squid here. Kind of not going great. This is a bad sign for us. I would like to see something blue or red here with this many cards left. I'm going to take Sky Dancer in case we need to pivot. I'll take Unity. Here, let's bring it all back. Who knows what's going on here? Another train wreck developing. It's kind of looking like I randomly opened a pack and called it all my picks, but we can find something in here. Channeler supports the blue-red wizards plan at least. Royal Mage would be a nice wheel. I like the warrior as well. Plunder I like as well. But I think we take the rare. It's not amazing. It's not a bomb, and you really need to build around it for it to have any reliability as a 4/4, but this is the right deck to make it happen. Or a red-blue wizards deck is the right place to make it happen. I don't know if we're there yet. Yeah, we can cut might at least. We certainly don't want to be green. But there's a lot of black going around. I could see worlds where the black just piled up right here. What would have to have like some sort of deadly alliance and like nothing else in the pack though. Roosty Can we roost? Are we doing enough to roost? It's really hard to pass this, but we're not actually that much of a roost deck here. We've got Spell Shield, and basically that's it. But what are we giving up? I mean, we could take a Spikefield Hazard. That would go well on our deck. This Spellcraft is whatever, but would play. Forsaken Monument, if you are into rare and mythic drafting, no shame in that if you're kind of collection build. But I think we take the roost and we just try to find some level of kicking here. Stalker is a good closer. Shambler, a fine rare, but not in our colors. Some green open here. A lot of green. Synchronized Spellcraft, though. Probably Spellcraft over Stalker, but narrowly. I do want a Stalker in this deck. But Spellcraft works with Amulet, works with Chandler. Geyser Mage is kicking. Molten Blast is spelling, but this is wizarding too, so kind of works with everything. We'll take Geyser Mage. Yeah, green looks pretty open. We're pretty far away from it now, but a fine note. Take this Electromancer. I think we're pretty clearly getting out of anything but red-blue here. So let's cut the white. Take a Field Research over a Veil. Really want everything I can find with kicking right now. Wildfire, not great. Neither is Seer. Maybe we just take the Wizard, though. We don't even have any 4-drops yet, so fine. You have good weekends? I had a good weekend. Yeah, we don't want to play this Barrage if we can help it. Yeah, it's in our colors. That's the only reason why it wasn't cut. I had literally everything in our colors up there. That was meat. Trying to remember, we had some other stuff. Oh yeah, note that those Chilling Traps didn't come around. I want a Fissure Wizard, but I think Chilling Trap is even better for us. I'm going to take a trap. I want Fissure Wizard, but I want a Chilling Trap more. I want both of them, really. Yeah, Alpha Beta Limited was one of the ones we were considering. There was another one too, though, that was a finalist. I guess I'll take Vault Progress. Rage could see play. I think I like it a little better than Tormenting Voice, but maybe Tormenting Voice. Yeah, I'll take this. If I had a cooking show? Yeah, green was super wide. Super wide. This is nice, though. Molten Blast at this stage. Spanish cuisine. That'd be a terrible name. Wildly misleading. What is a last pick Gnarlid colony doing here? Help me. Maybe we're pivoting to green-blue kicker, for crying out loud. Are you kidding me? What? Cinderclasm. I'll try and wheel that. Take a diviner here. Sad first pick, though. Force wants a Cinderclasm. We're actually not that weak to it, so it could be reasonable. We're not weak to the 1 toughness, but we're pretty weak to 2 toughness. It does trigger Roost. That is fair. We're going to take Bugcatcher here and, again, try to wheel this trap. I can't, you know, we failed to wheel some traps, so we might be in a battle for our colors, but I don't know what else to do at this point. This is sad. Yeah, look at this pack for clerics, right? Yikes. Duelist. Here's a Cinderclasm we could grab. It does wreck most of our deck when kicked, but when not kicked, it could just be a way to kill some 1 toughness. You want the rare draft? Yeah, we could rare draft. This is a side account, though. I truly don't care about my collection on this account. Not even in the slightest. Not even the slightest little bit. Almost rather pass it to somebody who cares. Yeah, we'll take a Cinder. I mean, the other option is like Duelist or one of these two. Lilith Form Engine, can't we do this? Let's try this. New plan, everybody. Pick 3, pack 3, pick 4, new plan. I want that Stalker, though. Engine too fun, though. We'll give it a try. Why not? Look at this. Wow. That still being there is painful. Royal Mage, though, we're going to take this over. I want a Seafloor Stalker, but kicker. Man, we want all the kicker we can get. Except not in that color. Squid number 3, Seer number 2. Probably Seer number 2. And hope not to play that. Oh! Oh, my... Oh. Can we go back and force this? Yeah, we are missing the 2 best spells for this deck, Into the Royal and Royal Eruption. But bye, Vine Gecko. Hardly knew ya. At least we got a Chilling Trap back. I hope somebody is green and happy. Are we playing the Sentinel? It does have kicker. Doesn't matter. Probably not playing this. Grudgingly playable, but I like the Seers better in the Wizard deck. Don't think we're playing that. Hey, got one. I got my Stalker. I'll take it. Let's see. Do we have any flippers? We got a vision. And that's about it. Probably just running 17 plus the vision. So we just actually need 4 cuts. And yeah, people are pretty down on green. I think they feel like if it's not in blue, you don't have anything. Like green, white, green, black, and green, red are all underwhelming archetypes. Yeah, I was looking at that, Jinx. Let's look at creature count before. We're only at 14, which is still, it's not bad for this type of deck, I suppose. I'm not sold on this Cinderclasm. We got a Royal Mage now, but we're not, it's like kicked, we lose most of our stuff. Unkicked, it could be good, but I don't know if I want to play it when it's only good unkicked. I'm cutting Cinderclasm, but you can say, yeah, Molten Blast is on the short list too. I do want to get, so Channeler doesn't look for instants, sorceries, and wizards. It looks for instants and sorceries. So we do need instants and sorcery count for the Channeler. Currently we have 9. And we didn't get, I mean, it's easy to say cut a Molten Blast, but it's not like we picked up the Royals. But got to cut something. So I think we can let one of them go. They do have diminishing returns on that effect. And do we get enough where we can cut a squid? Cut like 1 squid? Since we got some decent stuff going on at 2. Barrage has been called for. I have a hard time running that. We only have the 1 spell land, Jinx. It's already over there. We could cut that Seer as suggested. Go down to 12 creatures. Maybe since we don't have as many spell lands as these decks often do, the Tormenting Voice is better here than it typically is. Yeah, Roost is a 13th creature. Sentinel has Kicker. I'm going to keep it in. Well, you don't... Jinx, Roost can produce multiple creatures, but you don't count it as multiple creatures because the point of counting creatures is to get kind of your average, how many chances do I have to draw a creature in N cards? And it would still... I would only, for my purposes, I count them as 1. It's not about its potential to make multiple creatures. I mean, if you're putting make X 1/1s, you're not going to count that as 5 or anything. Cut the Rogue. Which is our Rogue? Oh, but it's kind of a good win con. That's why I liked it. It's a maybe if we feel like we have enough ways, like if this is our inevitability, we don't need the Stalker. But again, we're also talking about cutting more creatures. Maybe I just cut the engine and we stop being cute about that. Like Shell Shield wants Roost. Chilling Trap is too good for the Wizards. Rebuke too good. Amulet too good. Field Research too good. Molten Blast, we've already cut 1. So it's like cutting the engine. Jinx wants to... Yeah, we're pretty low. We could be greedy. Should I let Jinx talk me into greed? This is often going to be a land anyway. It's true. All right, I'm going to let Jinx talk me into greed. Well, engine is great if you can get it going. But if you if you don't have the time to get it going, it looks silly. Yeah, I'll go with Well, I explained, I don't know what Cinderclasm is doing for us. Kicked, it kills everything we've got. Unkicked, it may get one opponent, but really I would like Cinderclasm in the sideboard in this deck to bring in against one toughness decks, but we're best of one. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Alucardio. I don't know if we have the deck that successfully gets us to engine time, but we can try. We'll give it a shot. Let's get some fun lands. Yeah, I mean, of course we can come up with places and ways in which Cinderclasm could be good. Heck, we may have an opponent that curves out on one toughness creatures and we're like fist shaking, but it's about the average case. And I think in the average case, we want Cinderclasm in the board.
Can I kick it? Yes, you can. Can I kick it? Yes, you can. Well, I'm going.
All right, keep this. Channeler is 2 to a 4/4 already. And there we go, 3. Now we got it all. If they don't kill the Channeler, it's going to be pretty darn big. Aw, they killed it! All right, let's see. Wouldn't mind a basic land off the top for this Falconer, but I like, if we play Diviner, we set us up for a place where if they kill it, we don't get the card off of it, but we do give ourselves evasive threat. So I'm going to give them a turn where they could kill the Diviner and we don't get a card off it. But I like it better than the Seer. Although Seer does give us, yeah, I changed my mind because I want the Scry to try and give us, it gives us 2 chances at finding a land for the Falconer. So I'm actually going to go Seer on that strength. And I am going to bin this looking for land. Well, we keep getting our stuff taken from us, but we're going to try and find stability. Interesting that they went for the unkicked colony here. I guess they're trying to get hyper aggro, but boy, once I'm at 4, I'm just waiting for a 5th land and kicking that colony. Okay. Are we stable enough for the engine, or we just put Diviner? I'm going to go Diviner now, but I wouldn't mind the engine eventually. I think we go Diviner, hold up trap. Hold up double trap. Because then these are appealing attacks. Like Oppo may be inclined to send in at the Diviner. Ideally, we wait. Yeah, it would be nice to save both traps for post-engine, but I'm not going to be too greedy here, depending on how things play out. Okay, them sending all, so we will go ahead and I'm going to trap the Gnarlid first here and see if we make sure we get the Shrink, and also see if there's any responses here.
You've activated my trap card!
It's a trap! It's a trap! It's a trap!
Okay, boy, we're close to engine with the ability to copy trap. But we're not quite there yet. It's a what's that other game with traps? It's a meme from Yu-Gi-Oh. It's a Yu-Gi-Oh meme. That dude. Okay. Back to this. Trying to figure out how I'm supposed to engine here. I'm gonna engine. Yeah, that's what I'm wrestling with math. I mean, maybe we want. Well, I think we want this, and then Seer. I guess on this board, Seer makes some sense. Yeah, I'm gonna do. I don't want to. I want the Scry. Bug Catcher is interesting. I think we can keep that. Its action, we can copy it, potentially even with the engine. Am I attacking? Engine doesn't let us hold up copied trap. It does not. Or I would have. Yeah, let's send Diviner. I like that. Good call. All right. I like trading Seer for the Scorch Rider. Yeah, again, we can try to get greedy with the engine, but we should really just take the trades being offered. Trapping the Zendikar and eating it, and then trading with the Rider are fine. Thundering Rebuke is pretty decent. We could wait, though, on it. I like Engine. We could just do Engine and actually just hard cast the Bug Catcher and not worry about duping it, and then we double the Rebuke after. I'm going to send the... Well... I'm trying to figure out if I attack with the Falconer. If they drop a land, this becomes 5, 6, 7, and they have a land, so they can 7 us to 4. Yeah, I think it's worth it for the 2-turn, right? Because we threaten lethal next turn this way. Yeah, but that's fancy play. We want to use these to win. Make Oppo beat us. And yeah, I'm going to throw this catcher as a chump in front of just about anything here. Whatever, in front of the Visionary. Not in front of anything. In front of the Visionary. Now, let's see. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If they kill the catcher, we're not dead. We're just close to it. But they still need to kill the 2 flyers or they are dead. So what do they got? We've got a... engine that's not going to have done anything for us. Although, clearly, if the game had gone on any longer, this would have started to take over. And depending on their hand here, maybe this will go on longer, because next turn we have double rebuke. Exploding Planeswalker? I don't see what they can do for 1 mana. I'm just going to block the biggest thing. All right. I'll take it. Let's jump right back in, update the record. Play at least one more here. We'll see how long this game takes. We don't start till 4 on this hand, but I'm still going to keep because we have both our mana, and all we're asking for is a 2-drop or a 3-drop in the next couple draws, and that's not unreasonable. We're not asking for too much here. We might not get it, but we're not asking for too much. Yikes! Well, 2 lands, the exact opposite of what I wanted. Okay, deck, now you're just being a comedian. Again, not an unreasonable keep. Of course, this is one of the possibilities, but it's coming up the opposite of Millhouse here. We are getting the exact worst possible draws, while Oppo is getting the exact best possible.
Oh, here comes the flood.
Now this game barely matters. Woohoo. Like, I don't know how we win here. I guess we keep that because we need to kill something. If we can trade the Seer off for the Outrider and we kill the Tactician next turn, how dumb. So you don't see Boros, huh, Jinx? Did you see that? I sure see Boros in this format. Well, that game took so long, I'm afraid I have to wrap it up. No, never. Boy, I see that happening all the time, and I've pulled it off myself. I don't know. It's not that hard to curve out with warriors around these parts. We're going to keep and hold this as spell. Oppo's found a way to self-mill. Funny. I was wondering why they did it, because they got a reasonable rank here, and I almost never play a first-turn duelist, but Soaring Thought Thief is a good reason to. Man, and this is where, like, we noted that the big problem with our deck is that it doesn't have any of the premium common removal, and this is where Molten Blast not getting it done. If we had found a Royal Eruption, that'd be great. But we're already kind of dead here. I mean, I don't even know what to do. We can vision. I think we need to vision looking for the deal 4 just to take out one of these Thought Thieves. It's really sad, but that's where we're at. Yeah, turn 3, and at the very least, we are highly unlikely to win this game. Like, wildly unlikely to win this game. What does that mean number-wise? I'd say we're like 15% at best here. We need everything to go perfect from right now. One of our answers is already gone. Since I'm not blasting anything, maybe I need to vision to try and find it. We could also Chilling Trap, but it doesn't draw us a card, so yeah, never mind. We just had to take 6 here. What is this constructed deck? Seriously. I mean, this isn't in constructed or this, but we needed Oppo to stumble for a second, and Oppo has not given us that kindness. All right, we found one of our answers, though, so we can at least take out a Thought Thief. And now Squid on the down low and threaten the Stinger at least. We could double block a Stinger and kill it. It's a 2-for-1 for us because they just tap the Duelist to give it Death Touch, but we are not in a very choosy position right now. By Electromancer, we get 2 back, which is not going to be enough to cast the Roost. It would be enough to cast the Molten Blast. But we got to kick Roost and then take 1 more from the Thought Thief. And then our big plan is the turn after, we Shell Shield after combat, make another Drake, and double block the Thought Thief. That's the plan.
Can I kick it? Yes. Can I kick it? Yes. Well, I'm going. Go on.
Of course, Stalker now needs to die. Also, we just have all these things that need to die and not enough things to kill them with. But we do have Molten Blast and kicked Shell Shield. So we got some action here. No, it's there. I mix them up. Maybe I didn't today, but that one was actually, this was a Drake meme, so, you know. With no wizard, I don't necessarily want to do my Chilling Trap yet, but we can, blast. Yeah, there's nothing really to do about that. We could shrink it at a high cost. And I think I need to make a Drake here. No value Electromancer, but it puts a wizard on board and lets us have Chilling Trap, draw a card. Is it worth Molten Blasting anything here? Molten Blast the Duelist, but it doesn't really do anything useful, so well, they could do a swing out here that's pretty good. I am going to Molten Blast because I think we need to kill as many things as we can here to not die on a alpha from Oppo. Although they're probably just going to try the Stalker play, and we're going to have to trap it, or try. They could have a Shell Shield and win off of that. We're also about to deck, so... We said back on turn 3 when Oppo copied the Soaring Thought Thief that we were dead. It's just coming to resolve itself now. We're kind of just casting spells because magic is fun here. We really don't have a path to victory. Yeah, that's going to do it, in fact. Well, got wrecked by a turn 2 constructed card, followed by copying turn 2 constructed card. So it goes. Had some removal for him, didn't find it in time. And now we're in the 1-2 bracket. I guess I'll give it one more shot. Heck, if I lose, the event's over anyway. So I'm going to give it at least a shot here. Try to either end on a win or end the event. One of the two. I really hate it. Ben Stark was like, I love it. I love milling. But I think the number of Ben Starks that get their kicks with milling is dwarfed by the number of people who are left unhappier with their experience because of it.
He's dead, sir.
That man's dead back there.
Must be dead. He was worse than dead. His brain is gone.
What do you think of this hand? It's got the Roost for 4. It's got a Molten Blast on any land that helps us live. But we are once again looking at 4, 4, 5, 5. It does make it hard to let it go, right? And we are on the draw. All right, I'm going to keep it, but this could go poorly. And almost anything in our deck is good. The only bad thing in our deck are more expensive cards, but like we draw cheap spells, we can at least cast them. We draw land, it's exactly what we want. So we found our first land, that's great. Now we can blast on 3 at least. Second island, second island, second island, second island, second island, second island, second island. No, not yet. Now we just need a second island in the next 2 draws. A 4th land doesn't suck because we can at least sear. That's not ideal. I was going to burn out the priest, but bug catcher is going to be worth more damage here. It looks like black red party. We know that's a strong archetype. Going to get this thing dead while I can. They could have the flip land to save it, but let's see. I guess with that I could have done it during upkeep, but then they would have had more mana open. All right, no second blue source, but a Cascade Seer digging for it isn't the worst thing here. We're going to bottom the mountain. It doesn't... I mean, it allows us to cast the Spellcraft, but we really need to find our second blue. It's not worth it just to cast the Spellcraft. We'll cast another Seer instead, looking for that other blue. Island, 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 island. Here we come, island. Fantasy Island. No! Well, it's a land. We could play the Seer again, or we could Spellcraft to save some damage for sure. If Oppo has removal and we play the Seer, we're taking 5. If we play the Spellcraft and kill this, we're taking 2. But Seer, again, we still just want the island, right? So as much as I would like to kill, we're going to have to take a chance that Seer lives. Go away, mountain. The lack of an attack from the Blood Priest suggests that this is a legitimate offer, and at 21 to 13, we need to take the trades. Well, at least we got something to cast. We can play... I guess we just have to go Bug Catcher... and then have Shell Shield if they attack with the Priest. But what are we even doing here? I guess we're going Bug Catcher. Bug Catcher needs to live so that then we can double block and either 2-for-1 ourselves next turn to kill the Warrior. This literally does nothing. I mean, I get, like, this does nothing. Like, you want to do this for so that next turn we can make a Drake? But we don't... I don't know. I just like... I'm going to go with my plan. I think we need to Shell Shield if need be. I think we probably get attacked with the Warrior and the Warrior only. If we get attacked with the Blood Priest, then we got to use the Shell Shield now. I don't know. I think the idea of playing the Roost out is that we, for sure, no matter what we draw, can at least kick a Shell Shield next turn. But I don't know. I don't think that was good enough of a reason. All right, so now we actually have to take 8 and eat the Blood Priest and hope that we survive at 1 next turn. What a miserable event this has been for us. I could Shell Shield and make enough toughness to actually just prevent 2 damage. But then we take that 2 next time anyway when this is not dead. So I'm going to do this and be pretty grim about where this is headed. 1-2 in traditional with that deck, and then now we at least get a Spellcraft and a Chump here, although this has Trample. But if we block and ping Trampler, we're dead, because then we're not... I think are we just dead? How do we win? How do we not die in the face of a 4-3? But I guess we kill the 4-3 and just take... Yeah, we kill the 4-3. I'm going to kill the 4-3 now. Kill the 4-3 and take 4 from this warrior. But then I think we just have to take this in hopes that we can drop... One of those days, chat. One of those days. I don't know. There were some moves here or there we could have made differently, but this was just a day of rough picks and rough luck. It's not like chat was flooding me with punts. We had some interesting choices here and there, but mostly we were at the mercy of our cards and our decks and our drafts and our packs. And surely there was some off-ramp onto the green that was wide open in our first event. Those of you watching on YouTube, we played an event earlier today where by the end of the draft, it was so obvious that green was wide open. It was literally painful. But... so that goes as well. I'm not sure. I'd have to rewatch that draft to see if there was some on-ramp. But I'm not going to get too salty. We just played some Magic, and it didn't go our way today. Got flooded. Got bad packs. Felt like the Magic fates were conspiring to deliver us some beats today. And we're going to take them and come back tomorrow. So it goes. Thanks for hanging out, YouTube friends. We'll catch you at the next one. Remember to hit me up with a like and help work the algorithm, and we'll see you at the next one. Bye, friends.